The book summary of Carol Dweck Mindset. Before we started, please subscribe this channel. Carol Dweck Mindset Summary. The two mindset. When you enter a mindset, you enter a new world. In one world, the world of fixed traits. Success is about proving you are smart or talented, validating yourself. In the other, the world of changing qualities. It's about stretching yourself to learn something new, developing yourself. A fixed mindset is the belief that your basic abilities such as your intelligence, artistic talents, or athletic abilities are fixed traits and that they cannot be improved. On the other hand, Dr. Carroll tells us that the growth mindset is based on the belief that your abilities are things you can cultivate and improve through effort. Furthermore, she makes an important distinction, which is that the two mindsets are not a dichotomy by a spectrum. No one individual has a completely fixed mindset, and that their mindset can differ with regards to situation or context. Fixed and growth mindset differences. Why wasting time proving over and over how great you are when you could be getting better? Why hide deficiencies instead of overcoming them? Why look for friends and partners who will just shore up your self-esteem instead of ones who will also challenge you to grow? And why seek out the tried and true and instead of an experience that will stretch you? The author points out the people with fixed mindset tend to complete tasks to prove how smart or talented they are. She adds, believing that your qualities are carved in stone. The fixed mindset creates an urgency to prove yourself over and over. Here are a few points that highlights the differences between the two mindsets. The fixed mindset makes you concerned with how you will judged. The growth mindset makes you concerned with improving. For those with a growth mindset, it's not about immediate perfection. It's about learning something over time, confronting a challenge and making progress. People with a growth mindset believe something very different. For them, even geniuses have to work hard for their achievements. When people with the fixed mindset opt for success over growth, what are they really trying to prove? That they're special, even superior. The passion for stretching yourself and sticking to it, even or especially when it is not going over well, is the hallmark of the growth mindset. People in a growth mindset don't just seek challenge, they thrive on it. The athlete's mindset. We like to think of our champions and idols as superheroes who were born different from us, who don't really like to think of them as relatively or ordinary people who made themselves ordinary. The athlete with the fixed mindset views success as winning at all cost. On the other hand, an athlete with the growth mindset views success as a byproduct of continuous learning and improvement. In the book, Carroll demonstrates the growth mindset tendency of two world-class athletes. First, the reader is introduced to Jackie Joyner-Kersee, one of the all-time great athletes in the heptathlon and long jump. In an interview, when asked about her secret of success, she replied, "There is something about seeing myself improve that motivates and excites me. It's that why now, after 6 Olympic medals and 5 world records, and it was the way I was in junior high, just starting to enter track meets." Dweck then writes about NBA legend Michael Jordan. She tells us how Jordan, upon being cut from his high school basketball team, would wake up and start training before school started at 6 a.m. He could focus on his weaknesses, his defensive game, and was one of the hardest working player in his team. As a former assistant coach describing Jordan's work ethic says that he was a genius who constantly wants to upgrade his genius. Dweck also points out that for Jordan, it was never a case of talent, but rather his desire to improve which propelled him to the top of the sport. Mindsets, business and leadership. Your failures and misfortunes don't threaten other people. It's your assets and successes that are problems for people who derive their self-esteem from being superior. In Mindset, the new psychology of success, Dweck point out that the mindset of CEO is critical in determining the company's success. She adds that the CEO with a fixed mindset is more concerned about maintaining their image than the growth of the company. Through their lens, the employees who have the most innovative ideas are threats to his or her status. They live in a world where some are superior whilst others are inferior. On the other hand, growth mindset leaders leave their personal desires aside and place the good of the companies first. They are the ones who constantly ask questions and do not shy away from seeking the most brutal answers. Furthermore, the author highlights the fact that great leaders are not born, but rather are those who develop themselves through self-transformation and by their ability to learn from challenges. Mindset and relationships. Choosing a partner is choosing a set of problems. There are no problem-free candidates. Our mindset have a big impact on the relationships that we have, whether it be with friends or with our partner. When it comes to relationship, Dweck tells us that people with fixed mindset tend to believe that the perfect relationship shouldn't require too much work. As a result, they are more likely to cut ties at the slightest hint of tension and indifferences. In contrast, someone who is growth-oriented would view their partner and their relationship as a work in progress. As Dweck clarifies, the whole point of marriage is to encourage your partner's development and have them encourage yours. Teaching growth mindset. If parents wants to give their children a gift, the best thing they can do is to teach their children to love challenges, be intrigued by mistakes, enjoy effort, and keep on learning. The way their children don't have to be slaves of praise. They will have a lifelong way to build and repair their own confidence. A mother who tells her daughter how talented she is because of an outstanding painting may inadvertently prevent her daughter from painting anything else. Why? Because then her daughter might fear that her next painting may not be the outstanding as her previous work. Dweck tells us that praise can have adverse consequences. If a child is praised for their work done fast, then what does it mean if they do it slowly? Are they no longer smart? Likewise, if a student is praised their whole life about how talented they are, then it becomes difficult for them to handle criticism. She advises, so what should we do? We say when children complete a task, say math problem, quickly and perfectly. Should we deny them the praise they have earned? Yes. When this happens, I say, oops, I guess that was too easy. I apologize for wasting your time. Let's do something you can really learn from. Shift your mindset. Mindset change is not about picking up a few pointers here and there. It's about seeing things in a new way. When people change to a growth mindset, then they change from a judge and be judge framework to a learn and help learn framework. Here are some tips to help readers or listeners shift their mindset towards one of the learning and growth. 1. Believe in yourself and in fact that you can change. 2. Don't see abilities as something that needs to be proven, but see them as a starting point for your development. 3. View effort not as something that casts doubts on your talent, but as a necessity for growth. 4. Pursue any work or task not to prove how intelligent you are, but for the sake of growth and learning. 5. Choose the more difficult task over the easy one and challenge yourself all the time. 6. Final. Reframe your self-talk. I am not good at it. I am not good at this yet. Thank you so much for listening.